Welcome to the Lost Island. This is my demonstration of my Unity project for second year. So the Lost Island, I took a lot of inspiration from Dark Souls and Elden Ring and games of a similar genre just because the environments in those games are so interesting and you want to go and explore them. One of the things that makes them so interesting is the light. So in this particular case, I added lots of spatial audio to make the island sound alive. I've got some water, I've got some living birds that you can see there. And I've made all of the assets that you see here have been created or kit-bashed using other parts of assets. And this is just a little gameplay demonstration of how much I actually managed to add in. So right here, we're exploring the island. We're going to make our way over to the Wolf Temple, and you can hear some of the wolves howling in the distance. And so the combat isn't working specifically the way that I would like it to, but it is working in a sense. So you can hit the wolf and the wolf will die and stay there. And then we're going to go and fight these other two. And they also have their own individual howls as well, so when the player is exploring you can hear different wolf sounds depending on where they are. And so now that we've defeated all the wolves and we pick up the wolf gems, we can get to the Wolf Temple, and then the door should open. The plan was to have a boss in there that would drop a special item, but unfortunately I didn't have time to do that. And that is the island. So now I'm going to focus on one of the main features of my game, which is the wolves. And you can see it has its own behaviour where it will sit and wait around, and it will howl, and then it will patrol around the area and set a random destination every few seconds. And you can see I use some static models of the wolves for either side of the temple as well to indicate that it is the Wolf Temple. And again, the howls of the wolves really adds to the atmosphere. And this is just to demonstrate the environment that was made. And so you can see here I've got the dock, which was made of about 100 different sort of assets, all kit bashed and then put together. And the island itself as well, so all the trees, all the foliage, all the textures, they were all painted in and added. And the water as well. So I wanted to leave sort of remnants of, you can tell that people have been here before, but you don't understand why there aren't any people left on the island. And I also added a directional light for the moonlight, so the shadows would be correct. So you can see on the other side of the statue, that's where the shadow would be reflected from the bright moonlight. and then level of detail shaders for the palm trees, and the wolf temple. And this is just demonstrating another character's behavior that I have. Unfortunately, not quite as sophisticated as the wolf, but the bear will traverse around. It has its own Navmesh agent because he was such a big character to put in. So he will change direction randomly, and then the animation will play for him to walk. Thank you for listening, and I hope to work on this further in the summer and add some more features and some more stories.